Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Skye and today we're going to be doing a custom palette together. I'm going to be creating a palette inspired by the Urban Decay Naked Cyber. Now I was going to do a duping video where I literally go through and try and find exact dupes of each shade, but I kind of just want to make a custom palette inspired by the Naked Cyber. In one of my most recent videos, my anti-haul, I'll link it down below, I mentioned that I actually kind of really loved the look of Urban Decay Naked Cyber purely because of these swatches right here. I'm sure all of you that are into makeup have seen these swatches and they look gorgeous. Look how stunning. However, I've mentioned the reasons why I don't really want to buy the palette because also the swatches, the other swatches that I've seen make the palette look not as nice and not as interesting, so I thought we'd use this as an inspiration image and create a palette inspired by this. Now I've got all my single shadow palettes here and an empty one that we're going to build out of. It's a little bit dirty, I do apologise. I say I have all my singles, I have most of my singles. The only palettes I don't have here are my lethal, one of my lethal palettes because it is a grungy palette and there's nothing grungy about this colour story, and my Sugar Pill Pro palette, and those are just, you know, your standard matte single rainbow brights, and again, not really the vibe of this. I'm not going to include any mattes in this palette because I think what's the fucking point? I'm going to create just like a beautiful sparkly, beautiful textured singles palette with y'all. Also, my laptop is here in the background. I'm really sorry if it's a bit distracting. I'm just uploading a video at the moment, so it needs to be in arm's reach, you know? But anyways, let's roll up our sleeves and get started. Daylight is burning a little bit, as you can see. I'm in my office, which is just full of windows, but I think the little rays of sunlight will be able to see the sparkles a bit better. So anyways, let's open up. There's one single in this palette. What the fuck? What did I do? I rearranged my singles not too long ago, and there are some missing in certain palettes, but we'll talk about that when we get there. I do currently have a custom palette going for my Shop My Stash, which I'll show. Actually, that single fits perfectly in there, so this palette can move. So yeah, my singles are kind of all over the place at the moment, but you know what? You're not here for a singles collection. You're here for some good custom palette fun time. Okay. Let's see if I can fit most of this in frame and then still give me a bit of like room to play. Think like that. Then we can put the empty palette in the center. Like that. And this palette at the moment, this is my custom palette for my Shop My Stash, but we might pull some things from here since there are some beautiful iridescents in here. Alright, so let's get started. So the first shade I kind of want to pull is this shade right here, Static. I mean, look at how textured and shiny that is. And this shade reminds me a lot of this shade from Cleona. This one right here, Enamel. Oh gosh, I really need to get one of those magnetic like tools because right now I have nothing and I've got really short nails, so that's just a recipe for disaster, isn't it? I don't really know if you're going to be able to see, but like this one does have a blue shift in it and it is really textured, so I'll plop that in there for now. But then I want something a bit more blue like this because that has the purple. It's kind of similar to Not a Bot right there. But I want something a little bit more blue. I think I'm gonna leave Enamel for that shade and maybe we'll pull in another shade similar. But let's move on to this shade right here, Y3K. This is a nice like purple blue duochrome and I've got a lot of stuff like that. So I think the first shade that I immediately think of is this one right here from Cleona again. This is Abrasion. And if I just show them side by side, Abrasion, let me hold this a bit better. As we can kind of see right there, it has that berry purple base, but it shifts to blue. Fuck me, I nearly just dropped it. Well done, Skye. Just shove it in there. And I think that complements that shade really nicely, but there's also another shade that I wanted to reach for. We're mainly, I think this palette right here, this is like a random assortment of purples. I think we're going to reach into this one a lot because this shade right here, this is from Bermovich and this is X24. 24? Yeah, that's correct. This shade also reminds me a lot of Y3K, I think. So I think we'll pull that one in too, and I really like that shade a lot. I feel like this palette's gonna be very purpley blue, which I'm not mad at, you know? I'm not mad. This shade right here confuses me, hold on. This shade at the bottom, Override, that looks like, it looks like it has glitter particles in it, and I'm not a big fan of that. But anyways, let's move on to Not a Bot and call it. I think Not a Bot is more cool toned, like a cooler toned purple. And, I don't really have many cool toned purples in my collection. I don't think this shade is similar at all. It might be similar to some of the other shades, maybe? Maybe AI? Maybe? It's actually kind of similar to Not a Bot. I don't know, actually. I want to pull in this shade from JD Glow. This is Good God. And I don't think this is similar to Not a Bot, but it's a very beautiful, like, how do I show it off? It's a really pretty icy, like, purple blue. And I think the aim of this palette is purpley blues. I think, at least. This shade right here is so gorgeous. Cyberspace, like, look, eat it up. Look at that. That is so pretty. It's got like that light warm beige base, but it flashes really intense blue. I don't know if I have any shades like that. I think I used to have more, but I don't really think I own that many singles like that. Probably in palettes, but not in single format. There's this shade right here. You can't really see it. This shade is a Franken shadow that I've made. It's a mix of Bernovich X21 and Colourpop Lumi from the Blue Moon palette. And this is like an icy purple iridescent. Are there any shades similar? I don't think so, but I kind of want to pull that in too. And I want to go on the blues because we've got 5 purples here. We've got 5 purples. I want to focus on some blues. Icy blues, so I really don't think I have a single for Cyberspace. I don't think I do, and that's kind of upsetting. And I just want to use singles for this, obviously. I don't want to pull in palettes. But an icy blue, I think, okay, I have something from Terra Moons. I believe it's this shade. Which shade is it? It's one of these. No, this shade? Red, no, not Red Giant. I do want to pull in iridescence though, like I know for a fact. Like, I mean, you can't look at this and not want to pull in an iridescence, so I think I will pull in this shade. Is this the shade I'm looking for? Yes, Space Baby from Terra Moons. This right here is a blue and purple iridescence, so naturally that needs to go in the palette. I kind of want to pull in a Divina Sugar Drops as well, one of these ones. Which one? Which one is the key question? I think this one could work. This. I think this is Cake Bomb. No, it's Boom Sour. I like this a lot, actually. It's similar to Space Baby, I think, but it's more textured. And I do want something more textured. I think I'm gonna keep this either a 9 pan or a 12 pan. I don't think I want to make it any bigger than that because I like 9 pans and 12 pans. They're my sweet spot for singles. Now Cyberspace, even though it does have that strong blue shift, I see a bit of aqua in there, and that's making me want to pull in some aqua type shades. Do I have anything from this palette that could work? See, these are like my classic bright shades, like bright, like strong base color shimmers. I have this one, it's Laser from Glam Shop, but it's more green. I mean, I could pull it in because it kind of fits the vibe, maybe. We can put it in there and see until we swatch it out. The rest of these I think have too much of a base color for me to actually want to reach into. What's this shade? What's this one? That's Unexpected from JD Glow. I kind of like that. I'm now just gonna pull in singles that I like the look of that I might want to put in. I think I've gotten like the inspiration down, and now I kind of just want to have a bit of fun. Actually, I'll look at this bit of eyeshadow on my phone, because like the rest of these are kind of like beige. Like these two are beige, that's a bit of like a pinky shade. Oh, actually, I do want to pull in a pinky shade now that I've seen that. That reminds me of like just like a light rose gold color, And while I don't really have any rose golds, I do have vermilion from Clionadh, which is up here. And that's like, but thing is, that would stick out like a sore thumb. You can see it in the pan, it's like a pink to gold to green, and I think that will stick out too much in this palette. But I do want to have a pinky shimmer. I'm thinking something from the top row in my Clionadhs. Maybe this shade, Translucency. Is it Translucency? I don't think that's the name. Oh no, it is Translucency. That might work. Actually, that kind of does work. Or this shade as well. This one has a blue shift, it's Kaleidoscope. And I think the bluey shift will complement everything in here. Any other purples that I want to pull in? Because I kind of want to pull in Glazed from Clionadh because, like, I'm a big whore for that shade, but, like, I use it so much and it's in so many custom palettes, I don't think I should. I think I need to pull in my other purples. I'll see, I'll think about it. But I also, there's another purple that I want to whack in there, and it's this one. This is from Glam Shop, and this is Zorza. Georgia, I think is how you pronounce it. Probably pronouncing that incorrectly, I do apologize. It's a beautiful, like, cool tone purple with a gold shift. Now that's 12 right there. Okay, hold on. Let me move things out of the way. Because part of me also wants to pull in from this palette, Terra Moon's Space Baby. Not Space Baby, Zero Gravity is the name. I kind of want to pull that in as well, and I also kind of want to pull in Shine by SD Reserve number 5, not number 6. Number 5. Let me move everything over. Oh, and actually that shade as well. Damn it! Now I'm pulling in all these shades that I like. Okay, I think that's the last of it. Let me close all these palettes and we can swatch this 12 pan and see what we think. Let's do that, shall we? Because also, damn it, I'm gonna pull in Ripple as well from Clionadh. Because I think that's like a nice pop of like turquoise. And I think that'll work nicely. Damn. Oh, and this shade. Why is it that as soon as I'm like, no more shades, I see shades and I'm like, ooh, I want that one. This is X09 from Bernlovich. It's kind of like a neutrally shimmer. And I do want to pull in a bit more neutrals. Okay, so let's take these out and see what we're working with.
Okay, calm down, Skye.
Okay, I've zoomed in a bit closer so you can see. So these shades right here, these are like the maybes. These are like the maybe shades, and then these shades are what we've pulled in first. So I do want to have like a row of Clionadh at the top, just because the pan sizes are the same. And then I want to have my iridescence like here. And then maybe like cool tones. Maybe like cool tones in one row, put JD Glow there. And then warmer tones at the bottom. This one's kind of bordering on cool tone. So that's what ours looks like. Already, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to have Glam Shop Laser, because like, while it is gorgeous, let's do quick swatches on my hand. We'll do proper swatches on my arm, but let's do some quick swatches. So, I'll go in order. So we have Enamel from Clionadh. And like I said, these are just gonna be quick swatches. We're not gonna like do anything official. And then we have Abrasion from Clionadh. That is pretty. Definitely keeping these two. I mean, look at that, that's perfect. Then we have Translucency from Clionadh. That is pretty. It does have the purple shift in there, which is what I'm looking for. And then we have Kaleidoscope. I apologize if you can hear the next door neighbor's children shouting. It's very upsetting. Now that is Kaleidoscope. I like that a lot. I'm liking this row. I think it's very nice. And then we have Boom Sour from Davina. I really like this shade. It's very textured. Well, let's just plop that right there. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dude. And then we have my Franken Shadow. Now, since this is a mix of what is it, X21 and also Lumi from Colourpop, I think X21 is a dupe of Zorza from Glam Shop, so we'll see what this looks like compared to it. Oh, look at that. It might be too similar to... Actually, no, the base colour is definitely different, because, like, Davina doesn't have a base colour. I don't know if you can... Is it in focus? You can see the base colour there. Like, my Franken Shadow does have a base colour, whereas Davina does not. Ooh, I'm liking this. Then we have Zorza. See, that looks different to me. That looks a lot different. Does it swatch different, though? I mean, kinda. Is it different enough to keep both, though? Like, would a regular person really want both of those shades in a palette? Because, like, me, I want them, but would a regular person want them? Now, this is JD Glow, good god. JD Glow's formula is super creamy. Like, when you touch it, it's like almost wet. It's really nice. And I do want more shades from them, but like, I would have to repan them. Like, this is repanned. I didn't repan it, my friend did, but... Oh, now that is pretty. I like that row is giving me everything. And again, is JD Glow Good God too similar? But like, it fits the vibe. Those literally look like the same shadow. Oh, fuck me. Okay, then we have Terra Moon's Space Baby. Yeah, Space Baby. Oh, that is pretty. Okay. See, it's similar to the Davina one, but this is smoother and more multi-chrome. So I definitely want to keep that. Then we have Unexpected from JD Glow. This shade is a very weird one because it's kind of like a taupey type color. Oh, and that is gorgeous. I need to use that shade more, bro. I forget that I have it in my collection, but it's really a stunner. Oh, wow. Wow, look at that. Oh, I'm really falling in love with this eyeshadow again. Oh, goodness me. Now that is a pretty 12 pan. Next up, we have X24 from Bremlovich. I love this shade. I don't know why I love it so much. It's very, it's just your classic warm purple with a cooler purple base. And this one doesn't swatch the best, I must admit. But it's very pretty. Is it similar to the others? No, it's not. It's like a lighter version of Abrasion from Cleona. My camera is having a hard time focusing. Calm it down. And the final shade is Glam Shop Laser. So we'll see. Because I wasn't too sure if the green in this would throw everything off, but maybe that's kind of what we need. See, the base color is similar to this one, but this one shifts purple and this one shifts green. I like this altogether, I'm gonna be honest, but maybe I should switch out a couple of shades. I'm thinking maybe get rid of my Franken Shadow, this one. Maybe get rid of this one and replace it with something else. I'd really do, maybe, I want to get rid of one of these Cleonas. I think I might get rid of Translucency because this one's a bit more blue. And while I do like the pink with the purple, I think I would rather have, I'd rather have this shade, Ripple, from Cleona. Let's swatch that in comparison to the rest. I love Ripple. This is such a beautiful shade. Let's plop it down here on the wrist. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'd much rather have Ripple. It has a pink shift in it. Oh, I'm a big fan of that one. Yeah, I definitely want that in the palette. I think maybe I'll swap these around a bit. I'll put that there. I just want to swap them around here before I put them in the magnetic palette, and then get rid of translucency. The Franken shadow, I still kind of want it, but let's swatch the others in comparison. So this is like the cooler toned row, and this is like the more warmer row. We have this one from Bermovich, and this is X09. It might be similar to Unexpected. Where shall I plop it? Here. Oh, it's beautiful, bro. It's like a nice, it is different to Unexpected. Is it? Unexpected has a darker base, this one's more like lighter, and this has a silver shift, and while this one does have a silver shift, it is different. I kind of like that a lot. It doesn't look right though, now that I have it like that. Excuse the purple eyeshadow on my desk. And then I also want to have Zero Gravity from Terra Moons, because this is like a UV purple. And I feel like that's kind of like when I initially thought of what I wanted in this palette, I knew that I wanted space, not space, I keep calling it Space Baby. Zero Gravity is the name. Like, I don't think you're gonna see it on camera that well, but it glows. Oh, I really, really want it, but then if I put it there, it'll ruin my row. Maybe I could put it instead of this shade. Or maybe I could put the iridescence like at the bottom row. Like a bottom row of iridescence. But then I would need another iridescent, and this one kind of slots in nicely. This is Glam Shop Pilke Jotovi. I think this might be similar. This might be similar to Boom Sour. Where's Boom Sour's there? I'll swatch it. You're not gonna be able to see. I'll swatch it on the side there. It's raining right now, I don't know if you can hear. See, those are two similar. Boom Sour and Pilke Jotovi. Those are way too similar for me. No, we're not having Pilke Jotovi. I love this shade, but it's too similar. Okay, so it's been a little while because I had to stop filming for a brief moment. So I've decided, and also it's raining, so I hope you like the sound of the rain. I definitely want Terra Moon's Space Baby. Oh goodness me. Oh, that's loud. I'm gonna rearrange these and do a bit of stuff with the rain in the background, and then we'll reconvene, shall we? So... Okay, so I believe the rain has quietened down a tiny bit, so I hope that the rain in the background isn't too distracting, but this is what I've come up with. I'm a little bit sad because I do want to include these three shades so badly. These were in the original lineup, and I did want to include a couple of neutrals in here because I do think that this color story did call for a couple of like neutral, sparkly, beautiful shimmers. Sorry, I'm just bonking the tripod with. But I did add this shade from Shine by SD, Reserve number 5, because it is very beautiful and flaky and kind of like a... It's similar to Glazed from Cleona without being Glazed from Cleona. And the texture's different, and I think they'll add a bit of like textural difference. And I did put Zero Gravity in here because I really did want that. I mean, look at that. You can see it in the corner there. It's really pretty. And I decided to scrap the like bottom row of iridescence and instead just have it like this. And I still think this makes sense in my brain. I'm still a bit gutted though, because I did want to have Glam Shop Laser, because I really did think that the green shift in here added something new, but I think I'm happy with this. I think I'm happy with it. Obviously, this isn't like directly duping Cyber. Like, I'll get my phone out actually. This isn't completely the same as Cyber, as we can see, but I think the vibes are similar enough, so let's watch it out. Okay, and that, my friends, is my custom palette inspired by Urban Decay Naked Cyber, and I'll get the reference image up yet again. Because even though, like, yes, mine is different, mine is more colourful and textured, if I do say so myself, I think it captures the vibes of it quite nicely. And hopefully this video will inspire you to like kind of shop your stash if you're tempted by this palette and see what you can make with your singles, because man, I love this selection. So anyways, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do let me know, do you like this custom palette? What are some shades? Actually, let me know what are some of your favourite sparkly shades in your collection, because, I mean, we're talking all about the sparkles today with this custom palette. If you'd like to see more makeup content from me, you can follow me on my Instagram, it's beautyybyskye right here. I post all my looks there and I'm active on there every single day. I also have a small business, Rain Cloud Candles Co. on Instagram. The link to shop will be in my description down below. We are a small queer-owned business based in the UK and we make handmade candles, so the link to all the socials and where to shop is in the description down below if you'd like to check that out. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here, and as always, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!